it's Aaron. I've been teaching myself guitar for 16 years, and in this video I'm going to teach you a beautiful Spanish melody that's suited for total beginners or advanced players, and I'm going to teach you how to use this to even make your own riffs from it. Super simple. Let's get into it. So this is a pretty iconic Spanish song. It's called Spanish Romance or Romanza, and I'm going to teach this in 3 different stages. So I'll start out by just teaching the finger picking pattern. Anyone can do this. We're not even going to fret anything, just getting used to that finger dexterity. And then we're going to get into the actual notes we're playing, and then lastly we're going to learn about some of the more technical technique tips to make the song and the melodies and the sounds really stand out in your playing. So stick around for that. So step 1, we're going to start this off with just the finger picking pattern, and we're going to start with just the bottom 3 strings. So 1, 2, and 3 open. I have my ring finger on my first string, middle finger on the second string, and index finger on the third string. And I'm just going to practice rolling that. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then to take this a step further, we're going to squeeze that 6th string open with the first string open every time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then what we want to do is only squeeze that 6th string and first string open on the 1. We're only going to squeeze that first string and 6th string at the same time every 3 rolls. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that is all you need to know for the finger picking portion of the song. Sometimes we'll move up onto that 5th string open and we'll pluck that along with the first string open and continue that roll. But if you can do that, you'll be able to play the entire song. There's a few tricky chords throughout this, but even if you aren't able to get those chords, you'll still be able to play the really beautiful melody on just that first high string. So let's get into that. Okay, step 2, putting together that finger picking pattern with some of these notes here. What we are in is E minor. So if you just took that first string and learned the E minor pentatonic scale on just this first string, you can make up your own melodies with this. And so just to teach that very quickly, we have, so on just the high E string, we have open, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. If you use just those frets and you combine that finger picking pattern, just messing around with the first string on those frets, you can easily create your own riffs here. And if you want feedback on your playing and your riff creation there, you might want to head over to the Fingerstyle Guitar School. You can upload videos of your playing and I will personally review them and help you improve your technique and give you suggestions on what you should focus on next. So it's really simple. Just get used to what that minor pentatonic scale sounds like on that first string. We are combining some of the major scale in those notes. I won't get into that now, possibly in a future video, but just practice that, create your own riffs, and let's see what you come up with. Okay, so I'm going to teach the notes of the version that I just played of this song in a way where I'm not calling out each individual note, but I'm rather going to call it either a pinch or a roll. And so the pinch is when we're pinching that 6th string at the same time with that first string, and we're following that with the 2nd string and 3rd string, both open. And if I call it just a roll, we're not pinching that 6th string, we're only hitting that 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string, just like you learned in the finger picking pattern. So diving into this, we're starting on that 7th string, 1st fret, and we're gonna pinch, and we're gonna roll twice. Then we're gonna pinch again. Then we'll move down to that 5th fret, and we're gonna roll. And then 3rd fret, roll. So then we're going to pinch on that 3rd fret, and then we're going to roll on the 2nd fret, and then we're going to roll open, then we're going to pinch open, and then we're going to grab that 3rd fret again, and we're going to roll, and then 7th fret, it's a big stretch with the pinky, we're going to roll, we're going to slide all the way up to the 12th fret, and we're going to pinch, so all the way from the top. Okay, and still on that 12th fret, we're gonna roll twice, and we're gonna pinch again. We're gonna slide down to the 10th fret, still on that 1st string, and we're gonna roll. We're gonna slide down to the 8th fret, and we're gonna roll. And then we're going to do something different here. We're gonna bar that 5th fret of this 3rd and 2nd string, and the 1st string. We're gonna keep our pinky on that 8th fret of the 1st string, and we're gonna pinch that with the 5th string open this time. And then we're gonna move down that 1st string to the 7th fret, and we're gonna roll. And we're gonna lift off all together, so we're barring that 5th fret on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string. And we're gonna pinch, and we're gonna roll that one, and then we're gonna pinch, and we're gonna roll back on that 7th fret of the 1st string, still barring. We're gonna roll that 8th fret on the 1st string, still barring. Okay, so that section so far. And then we're gonna grab this chord. We are barring the entire 7th fret of every string, so it's a little bit difficult there, but I'm really pressing with my thumb on the back of the neck to make that happen. So what I would do is try and make sure I can just get all 6 strings nice and clean there, just by using my index finger and thumb to make that happen. You might have a tendency to kind of push down with your middle finger when you're doing this, but you're gonna need that middle finger for fretting here. So make sure you can get that nice and clean before moving on. Still sticking with the exact same finger picking pattern. We're gonna land our middle finger on that 8th fret with that bar on the 7th fret on all of those other strings. And we're gonna pinch. So we've got that 7th string on the 6th, we've got that 6th string on the 7th fret, and we have that 1st string on the 7th fret. So we're gonna pinch with our middle finger fretting that 3rd string, 8th fret, so pinch. And we're gonna grab our ring finger and land it on the 8th fret of the 1st string, and we're gonna roll that, so 8, 7, 8. And we're gonna remove our ring finger, and we're gonna roll that, so we have 7, 7, 8. We're gonna grab our pinky and land that on the 11th fret of the 1st string, and we are going to pinch. And we still have our middle finger fretted on that 3rd string, 8th fret. So far, the barring of the 7th fret, we have this. And we're gonna grab our 8th fret, that 1st string again with the ring finger, and we're gonna roll. And then we're gonna remove that ring finger and we're gonna roll, so we have 7, 7, 8. Okay, so that chord all together. And after that, we're right back down to where we began on that 1st string, 7th fret, and we're gonna pinch, and we're gonna walk down to the 5th fret of that 1st string, we're gonna roll, 3rd fret, we're gonna roll, we're gonna pinch on that 3rd fret, we're gonna roll on that 2nd fret, we're gonna roll open. Okay, so all of that together so far. So what I would recommend here is that if you want to nail this melody and this little riff here, really get used to that transition from this chord to this one where we're barring, so barring that 5th fret to barring the entire 7th fret of all of the strings. And one tip I will give here is during that transition, you have to make that transition really quickly and really accurately. So I would really just practice transitioning from those chords without even picking anything, just making sure that you can do that nice and smooth. And if even that is too hard, what we can do here, instead of pinching both of those 7th fret notes on the 6th and 1st string at the same time, is if I'm feeling like I'm not going to be able to do that cleanly, I will pick just that 6th fret. I will pick just that 6th string on the 7th fret as I'm kind of landing the rest of that chord. So I'm not pitching both of those at the same time. I'm going 6th string and then continuing with the roll. If I do that, it sounds something like. So that was how I kind of learned this song when I first was starting out with this one, because getting that chord accurately coming right from here on that 5th fret was trouble for me. But now I'm able to do it cleanly, and so if you are able to do that cleanly, it would sound like. Diving back into the song, after we hit that roll on the open strings, we're going to grab this 2nd fret of the 5th, 3rd, and 1st string all at the same time. So I'm using my middle finger, ring finger, and pinky to accomplish that. So I'm going to pinch this with the 5th string and the 1st string, and then I'm going to roll that twice. So far. And I'm going to pinch that again. I'm going to move my pinky, slide it up to that 3rd fret of the 1st string, and sometimes depending on your guitar and how spaced out the frets are, it's going to be really hard to reach for that. So what I like to do is just get my pinky over that fret and press hard enough that it still sounds clean and in tune. So far we have. And we're rolling once we move our pinky up to that 3rd fret. We're going to move our pinky back down to that 2nd fret, and we're going to roll that again. So far we have. And notice the position of my elbow, it's sticking out quite far for this song. I also have my guitar placed on my opposite leg that I usually do, and I have my leg perched up so the neck is almost right at my head, so it just makes it easier to grab chords like these. So after that, I'm going to grab an E minor here, so 5th string, 2nd fret, and 4th string, 2nd fret, and I'm going to pinch that 4th string on the 2nd fret open with the 1st string, and I'm going to roll, and then I'm going to do that exact same thing, pinch the 5th string with the 1st string and roll. So I'm going to reach my pinky over and grab that 3rd fret of the 6th string and do that pinch and roll. So we have, and then to end this riff, we are just pinching that 6th string and 1st string at the same time. Okay, so that funky little section all together. And the neat thing about this riff is you can go right back into that intro and keep it going. Okay, so again, to really nail this song, make sure that finger picking pattern is nice and easy for you. Make sure you understand what I mean by pinch and just roll, and being able to nail these chords. If anything beyond these chords feels too technical for you, what I recommend is just messing around with riffing on that 1st string. And again, that minor scale combined with parts of the major scale on that first string: 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret, and 12th fret. And then you can find anything beyond that 12th fret that sounds good too. So just put that together with the finger picking pattern, make up your own cool riffs using just that first string. It's really cool. If you like this style of learning, where I'm breaking things down into sections, so first we start off with the finger picking pattern, and we learn some of the riffs, and then get into the harder stuff. I have tons more exclusive lessons in that Fingerstyle Guitar School, so if you want to check it out, there's a free trial going on. So there's a few technique tidbits that I want to give for that riff that you just learned. One of them is with that introduction, the very first note on that 7th string. So the very first note on that first string, 7th fret, what you can do is slide into that from the 3rd fret. So we'll pick that 3rd fret, just the first string. And then as soon as we land on that 7th fret, we'll pick that 6th string open and we'll continue the roll. So very slowly. So that's one really cool thing I like to do with this song. It just makes it sound so beautiful. One other thing I like to do just there is kind of roll into that the opposite way. So I'm kind of grabbing that 6th string, 3rd string, 2nd string, and 1st string all at the same time, but I'm rolling the fingers so that it's kind of arpeggiating one string at a time very quickly. So the way I'm doing that is grabbing the strings and then rolling my hand towards the guitar, so my pinky's going inwards to the guitar. And they're kind of picked all at the same time, but it still sounds separated and arpeggiated, so it's really cool and quick. So I'm kind of rolling into the roll, the opposite roll itself sometimes. So if I'm doing that, this is what it sounds like. So have fun with that. The last little technique thing here, you might have heard it subtly there, is just giving some nice vibrato on some of those notes. And I really like to do that when I'm rolling, when I'm sliding into that first note on the 7th fret. So, and I'm kind of just shaking my hand back and forth. So I'm not really pushing up and down like you might see electric guitarists do when they're bending or trying to get a nice vibrato there. What I'm doing is really shaking my hand vertically or parallel along the string. So just sit there practicing that. And I like to do that too when I'm sliding into that 12th fret of the first string. And what that does, it really gives it like, you're almost making the guitar cry in a way, and every guitar player has their own unique sounding vibrato and bend, so play around with that and see what you can make that sound like. So if you want to learn another really cool finger picking melody, I recommend you check out this video here. It really activates all of your finger picking fingers, and in my opinion, it is one of the most beautiful finger picking songs in the world, in the universe, that has been created. Go check it out, and I am looking forward to seeing you around.